but it makes it an event, right? And that Spider-Man trailer for Brand New Day, that was an event. They did the thing where they released little like 7-second snippets like for like 24 hours before it, and then they had the premiere. And that's I mean, you know, Derek, I asked what's tickling your brainstem, and I know that you love Spider-Man as much as you know I do. That Spider-Man trailer, that knocked me on my butt. That had so many things that I've been waiting for. Street level Spider-Man, Spider-Man and the Punisher. We had, you know, Spider-Man versus the Hand. Like Spider-Man's only been like a bit player in the Avengers universe so far, right? Even in his movies, think about it, right? Spider-Man Homecoming, right? He's basically it's like the Tony Stark and Spider-Man story. Then Far From Home is the Nick Fury Spider-Man story. Then you have No Way Home, which is all like the Spider-Man story, right? With all the
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler. Look, if you haven't seen it by now,
there's some internet rumors that, you know, in No Way Home they had some shots where they removed characters, and you can kind of look at it and be like, oh, I think they removed Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man from that shot where all the villains are fighting. And then that was when new Spider-Man trailer, there's a spot missing, and they're like, who's in that missing spot?
Well, they had, it was Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. They were cut from that.
Spoiler alert!
If you haven't seen it by now, Ian, come on now.
That's true.
But they're in this shot, jumping and fighting all the other supervillains. And in this one, they do the same shot with Peter and the Hand, and it's kind of like.
And some of the Hand are looking directly straight ahead. That's not at Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, one of my favorite characters.
Come on.
Making his MCU debut on the film screen is John Bernthal's Punisher. I think the best version of the Punisher we've ever had. I mean, you know, we tried it with Dolph Lundgren. The Thomas Jane version was okay, but John Bernthal as Frank Castle, forget about the Punisher, just as Frank Castle has killed it. And the fact that they're bringing Scorpion, they're bringing Tombstone.
Scorpion, that got me. I've been waiting for Scorpion for forever.
And finally, just a nitpick though, I wish Sony and Marvel could get their act together and put Kingpin and Spider-Man together. Like you had a little tease in Daredevil in the Born Again series on Disney Plus that we don't need, you know, people dressing up like with a skull on their chest or dressing up like spiders, and that's like the closest we're going to get to Kingpin and Spider-Man. I mean, like that's the guy, right? Spider-Man is a crime fighter. Kingpin is the kingpin of crime.
Well, especially when he was a street level Spider-Man, he's the head of the street level, you know, syndicates and crime organizations.
Right.
Yeah, I think we might get something because, you know, we have now we're missing Daredevil Born Again season 2, episode 2. But yeah,
as we record this right now, it's on now. Episodes 2 and 3.
Oh,
so
oh wow,
2 and 3.
It's a twofer. We're getting
it's twofer.
Nice.
It's twofer.
Nice.
But then I think that leads into the Punisher Last Kill, which is the Punisher special presentation that then leads into Spider-Man. So I think we're getting some kind of somewhat connected. So who knows? Maybe we get a little Wilson Fisk.
Cool.
And haven't we been talking about that for years, about how some of these Avengers, you know, single movies plus Avengers have been a little disjointed, right? So if they're trying to do it, great. But I mean, that trailer just knocked my socks off, but it also made me realize, like, there's so much more they can't get because of like these stupid legal things. Right. Stupid legal. And like, maybe they'll figure it out someday. I don't know. But I will say, I am glad we're getting Spider-Man. I'm glad we're getting Punisher. I'm glad we're getting Daredevil, because those are some of my favorite heroes, because they're not OP. They're not Superman. They're not Thor.
So if we're talking Spider-Man trailer, when he's hanging from his webs and he's transforming and he's changing, are we getting Man Spider? There's a weird... So I watched a 90s Spider-Man cartoon, and there's a weird point where he gets like 4 arms and 8 eyes, and he like transforms into a big spider.
That was a comic. No, that was a comic. That was a storyline. Well,
yeah, right. Yeah. But I mean, I knew that from the cartoon, where it's like, that is nuts.
No, we have to be getting that, because that's literally what's happening right now. He's talking to Bruce Banner about mutation, and if Sadie Sink is not playing Jean Grey, then
she's playing Jean Grey.
I mean, come on. How many other redheads in the Marvel universe? Well, there's a lot. But Jean Grey makes sense, because they talk about mutation.
where that story is going to go, right? I mean,
they're going to introduce the X-Men.
Right. Miss Marvel's and mutant, technically. I think we're getting some kind of X-Men-y something. We're getting them in Doomsday. Worlds are colliding. There's a lot of stuff going on. I think it's a setup. All of it's this slow.
Definitely a setup.
Oh, yeah. And Sadie Sink's such a great actress. She's amazing. So I'm pumped for that. Even though she's going to be doing all the same things Eleven did from Stranger Things. Whatever. We'll suspend disbelief.